Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into an intriguing topic that might seem distant but has far-reaching consequences for Australia. We're talking about the opening of new Arctic sea routes and how they could impact our economy, environment, and even our global standing. Stick around, it's fascinating and important. Climate change is rapidly melting Arctic ice, opening up new shipping routes that connect Europe and Asia through the top of the world. These routes, like the Northern Sea Route along Russia's coast, significantly reduce shipping times compared to traditional pathways like the Suez Canal. Sounds convenient, right? But how does all of this affect Australia, a country far from the Arctic Circle? First, let's talk about global trade. The shorter Arctic routes could make shipping between Europe and Asia faster and cheaper. While that's great for efficiency, it might shift trade patterns, potentially impacting Australian exporters. For example, European goods might reach Asian markets more quickly, increasing competition for Australian products like minerals, agriculture, and even LNG. But it's not just about trade routes. The Arctic is rich in resources: oil, gas, and minerals. As these resources become more accessible, they could disrupt global markets. Imagine cheaper Arctic energy competing with Australia's LNG exports or Arctic minerals challenging Australia's dominance in mining. It's a new layer of competition. Then there's the geopolitical side. The opening of the Arctic is stirring tensions among global powers like Russia, the US, and even China, which calls itself a near-Arctic state. Australia isn't directly involved in the Arctic, but as a US ally and a key player in the Indo-Pacific, we can't ignore these shifting dynamics. For example, if China gains influence in the Arctic, it could affect Australia's strategic position in our region. And let's not forget the environmental impact. Increased shipping and resource extraction in the Arctic could accelerate climate change, with devastating consequences for Australia. Rising sea levels, extreme weather, and damage to our iconic ecosystems like the Great Barrier Reef, these are all interconnected. But it's not all doom and gloom. The new Arctic routes could create opportunities. For example, if shipping costs to Europe drop, it might open up new markets for Australian exports. Plus, Australia's leadership in climate science could position us as key players in Arctic research collaborations. So, while the Arctic might feel like a world away, its melting ice and new shipping lanes have ripple effects that reach our shores. From trade and geopolitics to the environment, Australia is more connected to the Arctic story than you might think. Let me know in the comments, do you see this as a threat, an opportunity, or maybe a bit of both? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into global issues that shape our world.